Oh, yes, guys, and we're live. We're live. We're live. All right, sell the house, sell the car, sell the farm. Don't sell the kids. Bitcoin is set to go to its all-time highs within the matter of months, guys. And why is this? Well, we have a lot of catalysts that are coming in the market right now, and I want you guys to guess. What do you think it is? Well, we got Bitcoin ETFs, we got Ethereum ETFs that are both spot. We have a Bitcoin and Ethereum futures ETFs that have been approved. Doesn't make any sense when the SEC has been grilled on these questions of why they've even approved these futures ETFs instead of the spot ETFs. There's just a miscommunication, I think, and the logical sense is just not there. So I want to play a quick clip of Michael Saylor here to get us bullish on Bitcoin, and he's going to explain how keeping your money in banks is just not a good idea. If you think about the return over time, even when you buy T-bills, bonds, those eventually get priced out and are inflated. And we can see that if you were to put your money into something like Bitcoin, which you can transfer to anyone at any point in time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can earn yield on it. You can do anything you want with it if it's self-custodial, and it's not on an exchange, by the way. That's a big one, guys. So this is the lesson learned. You have to keep your assets, your crypto assets, self-custodial. And if it's on an exchange, it's subject to a lot of different terms of conditions, terms of service, and you might not fully own that crypto as much as you think you do, and it's not insured. So let's go to Michael Saylor here, and we're going to see what he has to say about Bitcoin and keeping your money on keeping your money in banks. Let's see.
If it's the dollar, you're absolutely losing all your money over the course of
and
a
hit
decade.
the like button, guys. Smash the like button. Let me know where you're watching from, and we are going to get
money.
into
Awful
the news
money
here.
Is developing world money. The Lebanese pound. The Lebanese pound got devalued. I mean, you would have lost all your money in 5 years if you had the pound. The strongest money, decent money, okay money was gold, but not great. The strongest money in the world is Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is absolutely capped at 21 million. It is global money. You could take $1 billion of Bitcoin across a border. You can transfer it to a counterparty, and no government can interdict that, and nobody can inflate that. And so my answer there would be, you can't trust any bank. You certainly can't trust a bank in Lebanon. Read about Lebanese banks. You can't trust a bank in Africa. You can't trust a bank in Asia.
Michael, but if you call Chase,
I love this
their
about the customer service.
is amazing. How was the customer service with Bitcoin when you called 1-800 number?
There's nobody working at the bank of Bitcoin to steal your money. Right?
Thank you for calling Bitcoin. This is John Doe calling. I can't do nothing for you. You got to make the decision yourself. But I just want to say hi to you.
But, you know, Bitcoin is a bank in cyberspace run by incorruptible software. It's going to keep your money. If you are incompetent, then you're going to suffer the consequences. But let's think about what banking executives in the U.S. do. The U.S. banking system is the best in the world. Here's what they do. You put $100 billion into the bank. They have the deposits. They turn around. The Federal Reserve interest rate, short-term rate, was 0. And
So what Michael is saying here is basically when you put the banks are allowed to lend out 100% of almost 100% of their money that's in the bank, so they're able to take that and then basically lend it out, leverage it, buy bonds, buy treasuries and stuff like that, and then that's where we got into the debacle in 2008, where we had a huge crash to where all of these things got devalued, and it was almost like it was a purposeful crash, and then there was a major bailout, and then the money printer just went crazy. So it's just really interesting when you listen to people like Michael Saylor talk about Bitcoin, and it definitely makes you bullish, makes you super bullish. Let's Let's see.
These guys went and invested $100 billion of those deposits in mid.
Let's see. That's so this is since 2020. Bitcoin 147%, S&P 500 26%, the Nasdaq 18%, gold is -3%. Silver negative 19%, and then bonds with a staggering 24%, negative 24%. So this is really, really interesting. So this is what I've been trying to put in my mind, put into perspective, that say, if I want to hedge against what people are forecasting of the banks basically failing again and our dollar being massively inflated, what's the answer? The answer is Bitcoin. Bitcoin seems like it's it's not seems like, it is the strongest working network of connected computers and infrastructure in the entire world. So it's a fascinating thing, and I would love to get into the actual price, but actually let's go into some trading here. You guys love getting into the trades, so I am currently in some trades right now, which is awesome. So we're currently at 416% on our BTC long. We got in at a great entry price of $28,691, and we're currently have been skirting around on that 29,000, almost getting to 30,000. We did hit 30,000, 30,200. This is on the hourly chart. So what's interesting is I drew these price boxes here because this was kind of like the price ranges we're in, because we kind of we pumped here and then we had a price range right in these levels under or above the point of control, really here, if you look at it on the hourly, and then we had another price range box and another pump. So I drew this one thinking that we were going to hit another chop for about that same amount of time, but we actually broke down and kind of did this inverse head and shoulders kind of deal. Or as I think what is the Jason Casper, he says it's the inverse Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern. Yeah, so that's definitely it. I have to search for that. Is the Sam Bankman-Fried inverse man boob pattern? Yes, the Sam Bankman-Fried inverse man boob pattern. Let's see what pops up. I'm scared. It's not. I wish I could find the image. I'd love to find the image. I'd have to go to Casper. I'd have to go to Jason Casper's page to find that. So, shout out to Jason Casper. Definitely get a lot of alpha on his channel. I'd love for him to come on my channel. That would be great. Get some TA. Get some TA from some of the best. Him and Sam Price. I really admire those dudes. They're family men. They're very libertarian. They love America, and they love working for themselves and providing for their bout as well. So hopefully the live stream is going okay. I feel like I might have just dropped for some reason. Am I back? Let's see. Am I back? I think I'm back. Oh, I'm still dropping kilobytes. Let's start streaming again. All right, I'm gonna have to maybe connect to Wi-Fi here or something. Let's see. Okay. Just having some internet issues here. I don't know if it's my actual... So it looks like I can't connect to Wi-Fi either. Oh, that's terrible. You guys let me know. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay, it looks like I'm back. It looks like I'm back. Okay, guys. Okay. So back to what I was saying, because we are going to keep this thing going. We're not going to let a little internet jargle up here, mess us up. Okay, so I'm gonna try and find this pattern. There it is, there it is. But that's on the flip. That's the inverse. But it's when he shows that picture on the actual flip. So yeah, so that's what it's actually looking like right now. So Bitcoin is sitting at 29,893, and it's looking like we are getting some bullish movement. We're obviously on an uptrend here. We're moving up. We are moving up for sure. But we just need to. But we're so if we look at the RSI, let's look at the RSI here. We are sitting at 74. We still had some, but I mean, if we look here, we had some big movements to the upside at the relative strength range here. If we look, we actually even went up as high as 83 because we hit that crazy candle, 30,600. We were trying to get to 31,000, and we quickly went down. But the thing is that a lot of the YouTubers, if you're watching them, and the TA guys, the price of Bitcoin on different exchanges is going to reveal certain data and where the price could go after the fact, where it retraces. So when it retraces, that means that liquidity was grabbed, certain price, longs, take profits were hit, maybe shorts were also liquidated. So a lot of the times what you can do, I mean, you can go on CoinGlass and then you can actually see this stuff. You can go to the long and short data, long and short ratio, and you can kind of see where the market is overall. And you can see kind of right now the market is looking like it's more, for some reason, yeah, it's looking like more. Is it more long? It's looking like we might be more long. Let's see. Long and short. Let's look at the order book. I like looking at the order book because then we can see really what prices are coming in. Because look, we're getting sell where people are willing to sell at 30,000. People are wanting to buy at 29,700. So the order book looks interesting. All right, so I want to talk about real quick. I was in the car and I was doing a little bit of my own research. And am I dropping again? Am I dropping? All right, I might have to just like connect to my Wi-Fi. My internet's doing some weird stuff. So sorry guys if I keep dropping in and out or something like that. It's just it seems like my internet's just doing some stupid stuff. Let's see here. All right. Video. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to see what's going on. Let me know, whoever's viewing right now. Let me know if I'm actually coming in okay and you can hear me and you can see me and I'm not like lagging all over the place. Having some stream issues here. Okay. We might have to end this stream because the internet is just being crazy right now. Sorry, guys. There's some technical difficulties with the internet. Might have to stop the stream. I have to reset my internet. Man, did I make it back? Oh my gosh, I made it back. I thought I ended the stream, but all right, guys. So if you are still with me, thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this stream. All right, so we are going to get back into what I was going to talk about. So I wrote down some great DCA coins that I'm personally doing my research on, and I wanted to share that with you guys. And I think you guys should do the same. You know, put these on your watch lists and just keep an eye on them. And this is not financial advice. This is just my own personal opinions and just the things that I am keeping an eye on. So we're just going to kind of go down the list here, and hopefully the things that I am mentioning, I do have it in my watch list. I'm pretty sure I have all these on it. So let's see, and hopefully my internet will be nice, because it was not being nice. So let's see if even CoinMarketCap can even load here. Okay. All right, there it goes. Okay. So obviously going down the blue chip list, this is my blue chip list, is Bitcoin, Chainlink, Ethereum, Cardano, Algorand, Polygon, Matic, Solana, and I kept that one pretty short because, I mean, yes, you could say, you know, you could have HBAR in there. I haven't invested into HBAR just yet. Dara, you could put Quant in there. You could put also. Yeah, what else would you consider a blue chip? Polkadot could potentially be a blue chip of the altcoins. XRP, I didn't have XRP in there, so yeah, XRP. And so then we get down into the metaverse coins. You got ApeCoin, you got Sandbox, and you have Decentraland, Mana, and Immutable, IMEX. With that right here, Sandbox, Immutable. What else? Okay, so NFT, you have Altura, you have Blur, and then if you want to add in the Sandbox and Mana and things like that have to do with NFTs and NFT transfers. You could even go as far as saying, okay, you know, Solana and all the different tokens and the different networks that have the highest NFT trading volume, which could be, you could put Cardano in that list. You know, there's a lot of, you know, Cardano NFTs. There's Polygon NFTs. There's Solana NFTs. Ethereum NFTs, obviously Ethereum being the biggest one in trading volume for NFTs. Then if you go into the exchange coins, I even put on my list to just look at possibly buying Coinbase stock. So if you guys don't know, Coinbase is the only crypto company that is an exchange that offers crypto services that has a public stock on the public stock exchange. So if you think about that, that alone is just bullish. I'm not sure that if we look at the Coinbase stock, if we look at it right now, let's check it out and see how it's looking. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to look at this, this is the DXY right now. This is the Dixie, and you can see that it was on a clear uptrend from July 14th all the way up until the beginning of this month, and then we was on a downtrend, and now we're kind of looking like we're breaking down. It looks like a bear. It looks like a bear flag, and well, actually, no. On the daily, it looks a little bit different. But either way, we're breaking down a little bit, and I've made this correlation before where you can see that right here is where we gained strength, and then Bitcoin kind of started to fall from that point. So I'm thinking like once we get back to this level here, if we're at 100 or around these levels, I would say around these levels right here, and Bitcoin will be around $40,000. Because around this time, I had it on this particular chart, I think it was. Right here was where that happened, that moment. So that's why, in my own personal opinion, TA wise, is that's where we're headed. But here's the trend line from the bottom, and it could take a little bit to get there, but that's where I think we're heading in terms of price. And that, if you're looking at the trend and you're thinking $47,000, that's around July 2024. And that could line up with the Bitcoin halving, with the ETF approvals, and we could be going up on this trend. We're about to get back into it, and if you see here, I marked it a little while ago because I measured it. This measurement right here was the space between each local bottom. So I measured each local bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's why I have that at that particular position. And yeah, so sorry, I just got off squirreled on TA. I love looking at the charts, but we were looking at the price of Coinbase. So we were wanting to look at Coinbase. So Coinbase stock. So I think if we just, it's Coinbase Global Inc. versus the dollar. Is it? Yeah, is it coin? Coinbase Global. I think this is it. Is this it? Coinbase Global Inc. I'm pretty sure this is it. So if you're looking at that from a technical standpoint, we have been on this downtrend. You could say that we're sitting at $74. It's not looking too bad. What's its high? 114. Okay. All right, so let's get back to it. That was just Coinbase stock. So if we're looking at that's just like looking at the Coinbase stock. All right, so let's go back to CoinMarketCap. And if you guys are tuning in, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button and share this. All right, so another one for exchanges is Crypto.com, the Crow token. So Crow right there, sitting at 5 cents right now. And Crypto.com, I think, is kind of like a sleeper in terms of its progress, its reliability. It doesn't get much PR in terms of like it being lasting. Like it's actually lasted through the test of time, through all of these black swan moments. They've been pretty stable. I don't think they've went down a single time, whereas other exchanges have gone down. I think they're only guilty of possibly like delisting tokens out of nowhere. Like for instance, XYO, the XYO network, Oracle network, was available to be bought on Crypto.com. They're actually still, like, if you go to the XYO website, they have Crypto.com as one of the partners. Maybe they use XYO, but you can't buy it on Crypto.com, which is interesting. But so they're kind of guilty of that. But other than that, I really like it. And the Crow token, you can stake it, earn rewards and stuff like that. It's actually a great, if you look at the total value locked on chains, it's actually up there with, it's in the top 10. It's in the top 10 of total value locked. When it's past Kava, it's past Cardano. It's pretty crazy. So it's right up there. You know, Base got up there pretty fast in terms of protocols. But if you look, I mean, here you go. Here's the data. Chronos right there. It's in the top 10 total value locked. So going back down the list, Binance, even though it has a lot of FUD, it's still Binance Smart Chain is great. It's fast. It's reliable. It's hard to get through the weeds in the Binance Smart Chain because there's a lot of scam tokens. There's a lot of pump and dump stuff. I mean, a token gets created like every 2 seconds on the Binance Smart Chain, so it's kind of hard to follow. But that's why you use Morales Money. Use Morales Money to be able to weed through that stuff, and you can go through and explore coins on terms of buy pressure. And so, say you want to go on Binance and you want to look at things with a good score, run the strategy, and you can actually see that here's the stuff that people are buying on Binance, particularly. So, all right, so let's get back to it. All right, so going back down the list, that was just BNB, Binance Smart Chain. So, if you guys don't know this, if you're new in crypto, there is the Binance token, and then there's the Binance Smart Chain token. So, when you're transferring between, and the difference is that it's just basically per chain and country. A lot of the tokens that are available on the networks in Binance, like for the smart chain, it's a different address. So you just have to make sure when you're buying the stuff and you're doing different transfers and you're doing DeFi, you want to make sure you're using the right BNB token, because like on Trust Wallet, that you can buy both of them, and sometimes that can confuse people, and they're like, oh, I was sending this particular address to this one, or this, or trying to get this token on this on Binance, but yeah, so that's just something you'll learn over time. DeFi, I have some DeFi tokens that I would like to talk about. You got Stargate, Finance, STG, DYDX. You have, what's the other one? Gains Network. And these are all decentralized exchanges where you can connect your wallet and use a Radium is another one that is a decentralized exchange and swap platform on Solana. So if you're bullish on Solana, Radium is something really good to look at. And now I'm going to go to the stacks, which, basically if you want to break it down in terms of programming, stacks and development tokens like Optimism, like a lot of people use Optimism for their development stack. And I think it's super low valued right now. It's only at $1.27. It's got major room to grow because it is being used. So it's being used. It's something that I think is a potential good hold. Aptos is the same way, like a lot with development. Arbitrum saw a great pre-launch with its active transactions and bridging and using the Arbitrum ecosystem before the actual token launched. But I think the token now, in terms of price, 83 cents, the all-time high when it launched, I think got as high as $15, $20. Let's look at it right now, see what happens. Let's see. Go to the year. Yeah. I mean, it was like, we gotta look at the all. Like, look at the all. Is that the all? Is that it? No, it got high. I thought it got higher. It got like to $10. So I remember I was like looking at it on KuCoin. I was trying to trade it on KuCoin, and or maybe it was $5. I can't remember. It was like, it went up like to a price where I was like, oh my god. Yeah, I thought it was $5. But it was very briefly, very, very briefly. All right, so that's like with the stacks and the development. And then if you get into, now we can get into the meme stuff. And sorry guys, I feel like the stream and the internet is just like being just so ridiculous. So if you've been hanging out for this long, I appreciate it. All right, so let's see what we got going. Let's see how the trades are doing. All right, trades are doing good. Trades are doing good, and I've taken profit on the BTC long already. That's why the margin's down pretty low. I started the margin at $50, and then when this thing was like pumping like crazy, went to 30,000. I took half of that trade. It's taken I need to take my own advice. When you see profits, you got to take them, and this is just starting from $30, and this was to my challenge to turn $30 into $1,000. And you got to get your feet wet. You got to get your feet wet with trading. If you guys want to use my referral codes and my links, please do. They are in the description. You check the description in my YouTube page, and if you go to if you haven't, just go and check out my channel. I'd love for you guys to actually go and watch my old videos. Go and watch my videos from like the first video I made. I'd love to see you guys' reaction, my setup and everything. Just it's fun to watch those, and I feel like I've come a long way. I've learned a lot. I've made mistakes. I've made some great success, and also in the back end, there's a lot of things that I'm very hopeful and bullish on for the future. So yeah, I'm glad that you guys have, if you've stuck with me with this long, thank you. I really appreciate it. And all right, let's go to the links here. You see the links here. Go into the description and check those out. I like all those exchanges. All right, so let's keep going down the list. Let's do the meme list. All right, so we got the obvious ones like Shiba Inu. Floki, I don't know if you guys follow Floki, but Floki just pumped like crazy. And I was telling myself, man, should I put a Floki trade in last night before I went to bed? And it looked, because it was pumping a little bit, and I was like, okay, it might retrace. I don't want to put in a trade because a lot of the times those meme coins, those dog coins will trick you. And sure enough, that thing pumped overnight like massively. So, but it was one of those shoulda, coulda, woulda things. But for meme plays, for me, I wrote down Wojak, Pepe, Shiba Inu, Doge, Volt Inu. And I'm sure there's some other ones in there that you guys could throw in the list, and that there's PSYOP, there's Bitcoin. I mean, there's all those different coins that we had the craze a couple months ago, the Twitter meme craze with all of that stuff. If you guys go back into to my recent videos, I made a lot of videos actually about that stuff, and definitely learned my lesson, because a lot of the times when you're in that euphoria, you can just think that it'll last, but you have to get through that euphoria, and you have to battle that and just say, hey, I got to take profits, because there were points where I could have been taking way more profits than I did, and I kind of want to kick myself in the ass for not for it happens to the best of us. Euphoria is a real thing, and it can fool you. It can fool you hard. It can really get you. And so that's my word of advice. Don't stare at your profits. You got to take them. Don't marry your stuff. Take the profits. You see things at a certain point. There's no reason why you can't even take half of it. Take half of the profits to secure something. Secure something for yourself. No one ever went broke taking profits, but but still within reason. So yeah, I think that's all of what I wrote down the other day. I was sitting in the car, and I was like, all right, what are the things I really need to focus on? And I think these are pretty solid. So yeah, so let's get into some news. Let's see so we had actually, we didn't talk about XRP. So XRP, the SEC drops the charges, of Ripple's Garlinghouse and Larson, vindicated, in landmark case. So basically the SEC surrendered is how it's looking. They basically surrendered the case. I think the SEC was backed into a corner with a lot of things, and there was some actual clarity here that XRP was able to bring to the case, and I think maybe their defense was very strong. They had great offense with a lot of the cases made against them, and looks like they fought hard. So and a long shout out to the XRP Army and also to Coinbase, because both of these companies are fighting the SEC and they're winning. So the SEC has voluntarily dismissed the case against Ripple's senior execs. This means they can proceed to appeal the Ripple decision much sooner. Otherwise, they would have had to wait until the conclusion of that trial in the late spring. So that's amazing. So it's good. And then XRP pumped pretty hard on that too, but not as hard as you would think. So the thing with XRP, let's look at XRP. Oop, what happened here? XRP. Let's look at Binance. Okay. So on that news, we only pumped 6%, 7%, 8% maybe. Let's go from that bottom. So where we hit here, 11%. Okay, so we got like 11%. So that's not bad. That's not bad. But when that initial blast off happened, if we go here, we pumped. If we look at this, let's see. I gotta get it. I want to get it right here so that I can look at it a little closer. All right, go right here. We pumped 97% from the. Oh wow, that's amazing. So yeah, okay. So that's the thing. I think we're gonna get back into those levels, but we just have to. I mean, but look at this sideways like skirt crap. Oh man, just look at that. That's, I mean, if you look at XRP, it's just like blah, boring, news, boring. Some news, good stuff, but news is what's going to move XRP. And what other news do we have? I don't know. We'll see. Fed Chair Powell's speech. There's some news. I don't know. He's going to say, hey, we're adopting XRP. We're going to use the XRP ledger. All right. Let's see. Let's see who's still tuning in. If anyone, if my internet's even, I'm pumping right now. Are you pumping? Yes, you're pumping. Everyone's pumping. Yeah. Let's see. What's Bitcoin doing right now? Let's see. Shout out to Lil AK47. What's up, Lil AK? How are you doing today? Let's see. Be sure to share this on your X account. Would love that, your Twitter account. All right, so let's look at Bitcoin right now. All right. Let's move this, move some stuff. All right, point of control right now, 28,400. So fair price of what people are wanting to, but it looks like we got more value area highs than the lows because we've just had a lot of upward price movement. If we put it on the, let's see, if we put it on the hourly, that data changes. Point of control goes to 29,600. We are fighting resistance at let's look at we're fighting resistance at 28,005. You can see it right here clearly, and that's where we're looking right now. Or sorry, not that one. Looking at the wrong line. I'm looking at the wrong line. We're fighting resistance at, where is it? Because we're at 29,008. So we got to go back and look at more data. There it is. There it is. I was looking at the wrong line. There it is. Okay. So this is why I'm just a little skeptical. I'm a little on the fence here. Because if you look here, this was just on the 9th here. August 9th. And then we had a big drawdown. So there's some resistance right there. Again, I don't know if, but could we turn that into support? So that's kind of what's happening here. Get that line out of there. I mean, that's what I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. But let's look at the hourly. The hourly is where I feel like, look at that. I mean, I'm seeing a reverse head and shoulders. Could we go up a little bit more? We'll see. All right. All right, guys, I hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing... It's lagging so much, by the way. You think it's a good time to get out of Bitcoin? Well, I know my stream is lagging really bad. My internet keeps going in and out. I apologize, guys. I know this probably stream is going to be ridiculous to kind of watch a little bit. But hopefully it starts to act right. It's like my internet's working, but it just keeps saying no internet, even if I'm connected on my Wi-Fi. So it's just... Something's up. Probably. Let's see here. That might fix it. All right. Is it not lagging anymore? Am I good now? All right. Tell me the word, little AK. You got be my be my person. I might be able to check it on my phone. Let's see. We got some. Let's see who else is streaming right now. We have other people streaming right now on a Saturday. Yeah, the internet is just being terrible. I'm so sorry, guys. It's on my OBS. You know, you can see when your kilobytes per second. It's still being all right. All right. Well, I think I got enough enough info in the stream. Basically, to answer your question, if it'll even let me. So terrible. Okay. To answer your question, it just depends. Bitcoin right now, if you're looking, look, it's $29,910 right now. If you're looking on the hourly, it looks really bullish because we could go back up into 30,200. We could go back up into that level, but we do. If you're looking on the 4 hour, there's a lot of resistance right there because we were massively pushed down. We pumped up, we went down, we pumped up, went down. We've been faked out multiple times because these freaking fake news ETF bullcrap. So, but if you look at the hourly, you can see inverse head and shoulders. You got to get the data a little bit tighter. Point of control, 29,600. It's still looking bullish. I mean, if on the short term, it's looking bullish. Long term, it's always looking bullish. But I mean, I would say, you know, if you're in profit, you're making profit. Like right now, I'm in some decent profit. I'm probably, I mean, if you're looking at Ethereum, we broke out of the wedge. We had a wedge. We had a bear flag. We had a bull flag on the 15-minute, like way back here. You can see here we were, but then we chopped sideways, and then we finally broke out of it. It just took a little bit, but we can go back to. We could go back to these levels here, right up in this level, maybe take profit 1629. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, right now I'm at 123% profit. I mean, it's small margin, but you know, just trying to trade up from what I had, and let's see how it goes. Let me look. We got 7 concurrent views, 4 likes. More people are popping in the stream. It takes a while for the people to pop in these streams. And I'm so sorry, guys, for the laggy stream. I really do apologize. I know it's annoying. It's that my internet is just doing weird stuff. But I do apologize. Definitely pop into the next live stream. I will have better internet. And but hopefully you guys got some alpha. We talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about multiple different coins. We did some TA. I showed you some trades. I hope you guys are liking the content so far. Yeah. Let me get into the chat. Let me pop into the chat. All right, so thank you so much. Yeah, we're just gonna end it here, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you smash the like button before you leave, and leave a comment and let me know what you've been trading, what you think is the narratives right now. What should we look out for? I'd love to see that in the comments section. And I hope you guys are blessed. You're feeling good, having a good weekend, and yeah, go outside. It's beautiful. It's beautiful out right now. I have my studio in my garage, and I have my garage door open right now, and it is gorgeous out. It is beautiful. It's amazing. This world is beautiful. Even though that there's dark things happening right now, there's the light. Just want to remind you guys that if you're feeling a little down, I know like I was feeling beat up, just to be fully transparent and honest, when all that stuff was happening and all the different conflict in the world. Like I just had a day where I like broke down. I was crying. I was just feeling the world, and I'm sure you guys have had that same moment where you just like you can just you can feel it. So I just want you guys to know that, praying for you, praying for everyone out there, and hope your families are safe and there is light at the end of the tunnel. So, with that being said, guys, have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next stream. Peace.